trivia question where, like, find who this timer belongs to.
Yeah.
Only show the timer with the background.
The problem is that Tarzan and Obios look very similar.
That's not true. I can differentiate them very easily.
Oh, I might be wrong, but Tarzan uses a green background and Obio at least used to use a green background.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's sort of like a sand color, I guess.
Gotcha.
Compared to Obio was like more teal.
True. Oh, Obio changed color. His background.
Okay. We are live and ready and raring to go. Thank you, MorKs and Feesh, for hopping onto comms today. Today is
No problem, buddy.
Naturally a pretty unique weeklies. It's our last one. It's week 13. Played Hundo all summer long. You guys certainly have.
Oh yeah.
Things are shaping up here. I decided it'd be fun to, for the last one, just feature everybody all at the same time. So we've got a 4-way race today. It's Feesh, MorKs, Ben, and Tarzan all at the same time, which is going to be a lot to keep an eye on, but MorKs and Feesh are amazing commentators, so I have no worries that it will turn out great.
All right, so Feesh, you're taking the left half, and I'm taking the right half, all right?
Nice, yeah.
And we are off.
Oh. Those lightning flashes, though.
Everyone on the same page at the beginning. What a shocker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're using Ben for music, it looked like.
Yeah, I'm not sure we can switch this out, right? The reason why we're using...
I think Ben just uses music the entire run.
Exactly. He only records music, hence the reason why we're just using his music there.
Yes.
So, to everyone that's kind of new to the concept of the weekly that we had, with the KR64 races, we tend to do tournaments here and there. We try to do at least 2 per year or something like that. And this summer was the Hundo tournament, which means that every player sort of had to submit 1 run per week, so no reset run.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be any time in the week that they could submit it, right? So, like, if you were busy on the other time of the week and you want to submit it, let's say on Tuesday for the next Saturday, it would work just fine. And then we compile them and we showcase normally just 2 runs, one beside the other, that are really close to each other, because we've seen we haven't seen the footage yet, but we've seen the final time, and we're able to, every time try to showcase like a really good run for you guys.
Yeah.
So already on the startup there, I see that MorKs is taking the lead.
Yeah, very fast. Very fast to the opening. Meanwhile, Ben and I are having... I had such a hard time here getting any bit of a... I lost all my speed and couldn't get a barrel roll.
Yep.
So I'm going to enter I'm going to enter Dino last of all the players.
The overworld is deceptively hard to do because, especially when you're in plane, if you don't have like a certain speed going on, doing a barrel roll just becomes impossible. It just doesn't allow you to do so. And the route that we take is kind of precise in a way that, we got to make sure to have enough speed, or else it does exactly what Feesh just said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have Tarzan that's taking a lead right there. Good start with 11:58 on the second lap. Crazy.
Yeah, Tarzan's an exceptionally strong JF player. He's really good at the dyno tracks in general. For his large experience of doing, Hundo plus any percent plus ATR.
Yep.
You get so much experience. That
exactly.
All right, so it looks like everybody but Ben got the first cutscene. Yep.
Yeah, the classic. Ben always misses the first
JF. Yeah.
He always does.
Yeah.
But everyone got sub 40 seconds on the Jungle Falls there, so that's quite amazing.
I'm surprised I did. Because I had a really rough second lap at the end second. But going into AL, got our coin grabs, our key grabs going in. Oof. So only MorKs and I have picked up a key so far. Tarzan completed his. MorKs missing cutscene skip. But
Yeah,
that just means honestly you're only Hundo you only lose like 4 seconds or so. Oh man, yeah, really
No,
bad.
not even. I think it's a little bit less than that. It's maybe about like 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds.
Really?
Because,
Is it actually that less for getting 4 out of 4 versus a skip? Interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't
because
know that.
Yeah, because later on when you're doing the cutscene skip for Fire Mountain, it's really not as bad as you think. Like you really save a lot of time with the Fire Mountain one. So I'm not exactly sure on those numbers, but I know that especially when my Hundo attempts that I've been doing recently, if I had one cutscene skip miss in the first half of Dino, I will generally not care because it's not that much of a time loss,
Oh, okay. I know. Yeah. I figured it was like somewhere between. I thought it was between 3 and 5. I've generally heard about 4 seconds difference or so.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I have, but I don't have any timing on stuff. So yeah. All right, let's see.
Worries.
Players are going through it. Tarzan looks like he's getting towards the end of his jungle, or end of his fossil canyon.
Yeah, missing a couple of blue balloons, but still almost got the sub-1 on that stage.
Oh my god! Got the cutscene skip.
The early pause flat. Too.
102
that
flat.
was such an early pause.
It was. Definitely. Yeah. All right.
Good stuff.
Looks like I will be next to finish Fossil Canyon here with not having missed a cutscene skip.
You're right. Let's see if you
all will be generally ahead of me. I do.
Let's go. And I'm right behind you with a 101.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, your racing times will be generally faster than mine.
I mean, it's it all comes with practice, guys, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
For everyone in the chat, all you gotta do, like, if you want to partake in those exercises that we do with DKR,
just practice.
Indeed. And there's a really cool community to play with and against. So feel free to hit us up if you want to improve your game. So for a start, not too bad. We have Tarzan actually already finishing Hot Top Volcano with a nice 49. Does he get the cutscene skip? Yes, he does. A little bit like sort of hiccups from Tarzan though. I've noticed that he's when he's doing the cutscene skips, he generally pauses way earlier than usual.
Oh yeah,
and
here
has to pause buffers way there,
Yeah, I had a really.
Oof, oh no, Nessie in the way there.
Yeah, left and right in my way. I hit that, so like I still got the skip. I got the skip with like a mid 50s. I was happy with it regardless. I didn't. It's a theme. My hot top and re-entrances were not. See that later on as well. All right, so no first try for Tarzan, unfortunately. Let's see how everybody's tricky skip luck goes. Second try.
Yeah,
for Tarzan. Good stuff for him. Yeah. So he's had a really good start.
It's basically a trick that only works half the time. It would be kind of technical to go through, but yeah, people have to do this thing over and over again until they get the wrong way signal at a certain point,
Yeah.
And once you get it, then you're good to go. And unfortunately, it's mostly a run killer if you're going for a PB there.
Yeah. For sure.
It's kind of going rough for everyone right now, right?
Tarzan's the only one who's gotten it so far. I didn't get third try, so I feel like I get fourth try. Maybe.
So I got third try, and Ben got second one.
Yeah,
and I do believe that he got second one. You got fourth.
Fourth try.
Oh yeah, because you finished earlier, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you notice,
you finished one tricky ahead of, and we entered about the same time.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So just because of our different tricky lucks, as you've noticed, we kind of changed the pace on who's in first. Apart from
Tarzan.
Tarzan himself, right? But yeah.
Yeah, Tarzan.
By the way.
Oh, that was I hate dropping. I hate
that
dropping
was
from
so
that
high.
Distance. He missed.
Yeah,
okay, so Diddy got the thing he wants. Tarzan's gonna have a bit of a rough for Fire Mountain, and he wants, but it's still gonna be fine. Like generally, you end up missing it. Like a little bit at the time, at least.
What is he doing?
He is.
Okay, so he's gonna wait there in order to shoot anyone that's going to come across. So it's not that bad. Oh wow, she actually turned away, but she's not going to get the. All right, that's fine. But what you've noticed from Tarzan was kind of a mistake because he once he got the second egg from the nest, it went actually pretty badly because his pace was actually very slow going to his own nest. So hence the reason why he had to go back there.
Yeah.
And someone stole his egg, and so yeah, kind of a bummer when it happens.
Yeah. So a good Fire Mountain from MorKs. Ben just put his third egg in the basket. Meanwhile, I'm also about to finish up my Fire Mountain here.
Yes.
So myself and Tarzan watched the whole cutscene. And Ben
As MorKs and Ben will skip.
Yeah, they'll be going right away. But you can see here that MorKs is not far behind Tarzan anymore.
No, I'm only a couple of seconds behind because of that.
Yes.
It's not only that though. I think I've missed 2 cutscene skips in the first dino half. So already we can see that we're a bit behind, but it's not going too bad.
No, not at all.
Yeah. So how does the first lap goes for me? Oh, 1378. Nice. Love it.
Yeah. All right. So now, both of you now have all your coins.
We do.
Yes. A 1560 lap, Tarzan, and a 1545 MorK. So.
Yeah, I think I had a couple of slowdowns there, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Oof. Did you see Ben had like kind of a hard time there? He almost fell off the bridge. It was pretty close.
Oh my gosh, no! He got the shield up in time, so he didn't get spun.
Yeah.
But he got bumped a little bit, and so it kind of made it so it was very difficult for him to be able to get over. I almost fell off. I hit the slope, and I was like, okay, at least I went the right way off of it.
Yeah, you guys are doing risky strats, my guy.
Yeah. Well, that was just, that was just bad angle, going after the coin.
Yep, indeed.
Yeah.
Shit happens on that case.
Definitely.
So Tarzan is with a nice 1263 on the second lap. 1158 though for MorKs, not too bad. He's
looks like
creeping up.
All right, so Tarzan should just barely. Oh, he got a 40 and he. So MorKs takes a lead.
Yeah, it looks like I'm back in the lead. Hey. Yeah. Everyone's not too far behind though, as you can see. Like we're all in Ancient Lake at the same time, so.
Yes.
Really not going so bad.
No, not.
Although Ben, I'm not exactly sure what he did. I think he missed a balloon there. Almost.
Maybe. Oh wow, that was like that was a very early. That looked like very early. For what I sometimes used to on AL, but I also. That was also. I don't think he had to do 2 tries on it. I really was sad when I missed that balloon because that ruined my sub.
Yeah,
that ruined my sub 40. Missing that balloon.
Yeah, I mean. Sometimes you go through balloons. That's the point with this game, right? So the game doesn't, like, at least wasn't programmed in a way that, it thought that you would go that fast. So on one frame you could be behind a balloon, and the other one you could be in front of it. So sometimes you just lose balloons because you're too fast for the game. Which is kind of an issue for speedrunners, but we deal with it. So I can see that I'm taking it a little bit safe at the end because I was missing 3 coins, so I just took my time a little bit there.
Yeah.
And I missed the cutscene. Fuck.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember exactly my run, but it's not easy to remember exactly.
No, it's not easy to remember everything in it at all. I completely understand.
So Tarzan is not too far behind.
I had a rough thing here where like I went slow through it. I had to go slow through it, and I still missed one of the coins. So I have 2 coins on the last lap to grab, which is the one that's right here, which I think I have with I had to go back for it because I hit the because I hit the wall or something that caused me to go too straight.
Yeah, but it still happens to me sometimes.
Yeah, and then here I didn't have a balloon, which meant I had an easy time getting the final coin.
Indeed.
But yeah, not a great time. I really wish I could stop one buffering these cuts. All right, on to Hot Top we go.
7 bananas out of bounds. That's magical. Oh, I thought you were going for the double barrel roll there on the.
I could have probably, but I'm not used to that. So I just generally do not go for double barrel.
Which is fine, you know, like sometimes it's a bit scary to go for barrel rolls, especially with tight corridors like that, because if you bonk, you generally lose them multiple seconds, which is
definitely
kind of scary, you know?
Yeah.
So we got. I was going to say that both Ben and Feesh are on the lap 2 right now, but lap 3.
Oh, that's right. I got the weirdest out of bounds there. I didn't think I got out. I did not think I got out of bounds, but I did.
Yeah.
I thought I was almost too far. I guess left. Oh, you know, too much speed loss. All right. Meanwhile, Morks and Tarzan are doing their trickies, and you can see here I once again had a collision with Leffen. I honestly could have avoided that. Yeah, my hot top, everything else in Dino went pretty well. Besides missing that last, I went 7 out of 8, which was unfortunate. That the worst track I had, in Dino, was the one I missed the skip on. But hey,
what the bummer.
Now everyone's in tricky. There is Tarzan's tricky. I think that's probably third or fourth, right?
He was on 4th one.
Okay.
And I think I'm attempting my 6th one right now.
Something like that. Yeah, you're pretty. Yep. Oh my gosh, man. Brutal RNG for our players. Ben did he get first try?
Yeah, he got first try. He got second.
All right, Ben. I see. making up time on the trickies. All right. Yeah. So we got a 4th or 5th try from Tarzan, 7th or 8th try from MorKs. Ben with the first try. Let's see what I get. 7th from MorKs, and I think I get a 3rd try.
This was your second one, I believe. So
yes, I should get it
on the next try.
Should get it here, but I'm not remember. Yeah, I did. I was like, all right, fine. 7. I was like, all right, fine. Not the best, but we'll take it. You can. But you all can kind of see like how much like the racing matters in the early game, because these players are all in the car challenge. Meanwhile, I'm actually getting to. I just essentially finished my dyno. This is where practice comes in huge for players. Alright, so 981 for on lap 2. Ben and Tarzan are now flying over to Snowflake Mountain.
I do wish that too, Sweener.
I do too. Yeah, that'd be great.
It's a bit hard to follow, but yeah, we definitely having a good time right now, and everyone is being showcased in this run. Everyone that submitted the run for the last weekly, I just want to, to say thanks to everyone who submitted this week, but also all the other weeks as well.
Yeah, we had a ton of players submit.
Yeah, big congratulations to those who stick until the end for this amazing event that Sweener organized. Also, thanks for Sweener to initiate all of this and was streaming almost every week for this game on this channel. So once again, much thank you for that.
Yes. Yeah, Sweener has done a lot for us with the organization and with organizing and expansion pack. But yeah, I mean, honestly, these Hundos the Hundo weeklies have been so much fun. I think every player here, I'm gonna guess, besides obviously some of the more top runners who started at the top probably had a little bit of issue with getting a PB during it, but I think everybody in this group PB during the weekly Hundos.
Yep.
It took me until the final week, but I did finally PB in Hundo.
I do believe so that everyone, at least in Division 2, initially PB'd for sure.
Yes.
I remember I started in Division 2 with, I started week 1 with a PB, I believe. I had a 159 something.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started with my 158.30. And I didn't get a massive improvement, but still, I still PB'd by 18 seconds. They're on, between the second and final week. Second to last and final week.
Oh my
But-
god, Tarzan is having kind of a hard time getting that key.
Oh yeah, look at this. Oh no, that's so awful. He's just trying to back into it and then turning up around. I don't know if I like. I don't know if I necessarily like the technique for that. Oh man. So
What?
so now everybody's gonna be in snowball. I had a really solid Frosty Village and I got the cutscene. I was very happy.
What was your
That-
time? I didn't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head. I missed it. I just got the cutscene. But I'm guessing it was either a very high sub 110 or like somewhere in like the 112s. Something like that. Here we go. So, alright, so final key grab is me. And I had a little bit of a rough thing, but I was able to slow myself down and get it.
Yeah, I mean,
So,
especially
yeah.
in these cases, you know, like it's. I think it's preferable there to just slow down a bit, like reassess where you are at the moment.
Yeah, for
Kind of
sure.
grab the key and move on, you know, because
Yeah.
if you try to like ram it up like every time you miss it, you're most likely going to lose a lot of time. Oh no!
That was really awkward too. I was like, okay, it was a really awkward movement in that part. So, for me, but everyone's an EP. I want to, because EP is a very fun track to watch.
Yep.
To see how players do it. So, I did get the skip, and I got sub 1, which was, considering the fact that I had a super rough bonk where I probably lost more time. I lost a lot more time than you would generally lose on a car bonk because I went headfirst into a really awkward position on the track. But yeah, here's EP for everybody now, and looks like MorKs is having a nice old time here.
Yeah, my EP was
1945.
not too bad, I think.
Yeah.
I had a couple of hiccups, but I think generally I was doing fine. Like, if you see right now, that there's Ben exactly at the right spot, but like 6 seconds behind.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I had a hard time there, but I'm still going to get the zipper to compensate for it, and then just chain those right there. And the last one. Yeah, there you go. And I restart. I remember that. I restart the track instead.
So
I'm still behind.
I did not see everybody else's time, but my first lap was a 21:45.
I think I had something like a 1 flat or a 101, and
Gotcha.
And Tarzan and Ben had something like a 107, I believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
20:73.
Let's see what time you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
I mean, right now you're like on better pace than Ben was for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the Haba, let's go.
Oh, Hubba jump.
Yeah, the
I
Haba jump.
got a 102.41. That's
That's
an EP.
really good.
That was an EPPB for me by like 3 seconds. I got like a 105 last week, and then I got a 102 this week. I was like, oh, I've improved my plane skills.
Definitely.
Plane is one of
like
those. Plane's one of those tracks I absolutely love playing. Or vehicles I like playing.
Having a good EP is like one of the most satisfying things ever.
Really,
I
I know.
Flows so well.
It does, yeah. But yeah, Walrus Cove, and looks like 28 lap for Ben. I think that's maybe had a little bit of issue there. I feel like most of you all should be going for low 120 or sub 120. With
That's
how,
for sure.
How good
I mean,
you are.
yeah, I mean 120 is like a good goal, I feel. But I think we all had issues there.
Yeah,
I generally get like
so.
a 26 or a 25.
Oh yeah, there's a hopper jump into a ground clip. And MorKs gets a 125 with the skip. Tarzan gets a 129 with the skip.
Yep.
Ben is gonna get a 135 with the skip.
Yeah, first try too with this kid. Looks good. Hey, 28:45 for second lap from Feesh.
Yeah.
Looking good.
Thank you.
Only 1 lap away too. It's not too bad.
No, yeah, I'm pretty close still. With the especially I think a lot of it just comes down to the hot tops not being the best in the world for me. But this definitely was a good Walrus Cove for me.
What's fun about that? I'm just saying to the chat right now that Feesh is in Division 2 and everyone else is in Division 1. So the fact that he's keeping up with us is like really crazy, really good.
Yeah,
stuff.
it definitely is pretty crazy. I got and a lot of it has to do with the cutscenes. I missed one cutscene in the first two, in like Dino 1, 2, and Snowflake 1. So I had a really good time with the cutscenes. So now here we go. Everyone's in the Bluey race. Bluey race is really fun at this, especially if you can get this first balloon down here, which I think all of us got. Oh man, Ben with a rough ending.
Yeah, it was pretty rough there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Also, with Bluey, there's a trick you can do there where you can actually use the blue balloon in order to go out of bounds on the left side. And if you do, you're able to just cut through instead of going around it. I think I went for it, and I had like so much height. Like I could have gone for it like a million times, but I decided against it at the last second just because I didn't feel it. I don't know why. Like sometimes I do that, you know, like I just feel like even though it's looking very good, I just don't go for it. And Feesh there with the alternate strat of picking both balloons and then using it at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm not very good at that, at like the strat that's super fast. And so I was just kind of like, I wonder what happens if I just pick up both balloons and then just kind of try to get them, try to go like use the fact that they do boost you a little farther than a single boost to do that, because I'm not great at chaining the double singles. And generally I end up like where Ben was struggling to get across the finish line and had to hold A, like that's what I usually end up having to do in a run.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So yeah, I have to get better at Bluey strats. So that's something to work on for sure.
Sure.
But hover challenge for everybody. Our thumbs are in pain. But soon we will be in Sherbet Island, which is, I know I really enjoy the Sherbet Island in general.
Yeah, me too. One of the best players around to have here is Tarzan is actually amazingly good at this challenge normally. He got a 111 there, which is like subpar from what he's able to do. He usually gets like a 110 there.
That's crazy good.
Yeah.
And he got the turnaround too. Alright, so Ben's also gonna get a 111 here. Yeah. 111 bonked the tree. My times aren't quite as good on this. But
I predict you're gonna get a 113 for sure.
Something like that. Yeah, I think I get a 113. I don't go back and like look at my challenge times. I just look for the 2 times that that I need to submit to the thing, and then if I have a PB, I will submit that or find it. It's a 113. 113.80. Oh, that was a lot of weird movement from Tarzan, but he was able to get a lot of bananas there on TC.
Yep. But unfortunately, there's the blue balloon.
Yeah, missing that blue balloon is rough. Ben also missing it.
Yep.
You also either didn't get the connection or missed.
Yeah, I had my treasure cave was like not going so well.
Oh my gosh, that's a funky movement.
Yeah.
And cutscene.
I think everyone's treasure cave here didn't look as crisp as we all can do, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
And then missing the cutscene skip, unfortunately, there with a 46, not looking so good. But we have Pirate Lagoon afterwards to play with, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, PL time.
I just noticed something that Tarzan does on PL is when he wants to chain the balloon into the zipper, he takes a really wider turn there. And I think that's costing him very much. I mean, that and the fact that he just completely missed the zipper there and went into the wall, but like right there, you'll probably notice. Oh, it wasn't too bad, alright. Well, the first one was like, his angle was like super wide, so you had to be very careful about that.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, see. Everybody's now on PL. We got MorKs finishing, or MorKs on lap 3, Tarzan going into lap 3, and Ben halfway through lap 2.
55. Which is fine, you know, like
looks like Tarzan's gonna end up with about a 1 minute.
59, 31.
Oh, okay.
Not too bad. I think Ben is going to win that.
Oh, I'm not watching the actual. I'm watching the
stream.
I was watching the Twitch.
No, don't do that. You're gonna be like
Yeah.
such a delay.
Yeah, I didn't realize that people aren't see. I was like I was so now it makes sense, everybody. All right. I'm now at the right time. I'm gonna get like a 58. I think I get it end up with a 58 here. I had some not so good movement at the end, but it's either 57 with 56 with a skip. There we go.
That's pretty good. It beats Ben's time for sure.
Yeah.
So everyone on CI, once again, just letting everyone know that Feesh, even though he's in Division 2, he's tailing everyone right now.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Love it.
Yeah, my early game is not bad. A lot of my early game is not bad, and I think my late game is generally what needs work in the runs. But regardless, we have the CI is super fun track. This is the site of our third key. So you just saw Tarzan get out of the water after getting his key. Ben and I now go at the same time. I do it in lap 2. Ben during lap 3 himself. Me on lap 2. Oh,
Yeah,
this is super awkward. Look at this. I got caught on the wall.
Yeah, it's quite finicky there. The physics in this game, especially for the walls, are like kind of like magnets. Sometimes you get sucked into it, and you there's nothing much you can do about that.
Definitely,
completely destroying his competition right now with the missiles.
Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of which, by the way, there was I was going to explain that for Christian Island, I used to do to get a key on the second lap, but everyone told me that the right way to do it was actually to get on the third one for multiple reasons. But the best reason is actually because there is a lot of NPCs on the way there. So you want to get keys as much as possible when other NPCs are there, so that you actually avoid getting as much lag as possible.
Yeah. Oh, I had a super awkward time there at the end of CI. Like,
yeah, I've seen that.
So that was weird. Like I early paused by accident, and that kind of threw off my whole momentum. And then I got probably like the frame off of it, and it just was really awkward. Oh, very nice for MorKs getting that cutscene skip. Let's see.
Yeah.
Tarzan's also going to be going for his shortly here.
Yep, I think I've done like a really low 48, and Tarzan's going to get a 49. That's everything under 50 seconds on the wheelbase is very well appreciated.
Agreed, yeah. Very good.
And Ben is going to come off right here. Is he going to be able to get the sub 50 as well? Let's see.
No. He had to get that balloon to have a chance at it. Because he had like a 46 going like somewhere on the boat, which is very tough to salvage for a sub 50.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It seems that Tarzan right now is starting Bubbler 1. So the strategy that everyone goes for here is that we gather all 3 balloons to have like the strongest balloon there is, because with all the lag that the water is generating here, and with Bubbler and everything, and just the way that the routes are made, it is faster in that specific case to use all balloons at the same time.
Yes.
That's the reason why we're doing so.
Just a note, I also got a 49 with a skip on Whale Bay.
Oh snap! Let's go.
Yeah. I kind of popped off in. I think I missed 2. I might have missed 2 cutscene skips. I think I missed Treasure Caves as well, but I don't 100 even remember that as much. I do have a cutscene skip sheet for that, but not too much to worry about.
Sure.
I'm now also in everybody's now in Bubbler. We got 2 people finished with it. Ben, oh no, he hit a mine. That mine is so rough to hit. It's because you like if you're gonna hit it, I kind of like to hit it when I haven't used my boost. But if you're accidentally gonna hit it, that way you can at least get a big boost.
For sure.
So 20:06 to start. Not exactly what I'd like. I like to get like 19 laps are ideal for me. I'm sure the others. I think you all probably look for something like 18s. Maybe like a high 18. I don't know.
I think so. I'm not. I'm not calculating my times on Bubbler. I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm just feeling it. Whenever I
Gotcha.
surpass Bubbler on the third lap, you know, like
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
just like if I surpass him like by a lot, I'm like, all right, it's a good pace. If I surpass him
Yeah.
by a little, I'm like, all right, that's fine, you know. But
Gotcha.
like in your
Yeah.
case, you didn't surpass him, but it was still pretty good, you know,
57.
because
Yeah, 57
Yeah.
is what I use. 57 is like a usual time for me on Bubbler.
exactly.
Like for sure, it's playing challenge. One of the most fun things. I think this is one of the best. This is definitely the best challenge out of the three. Like
I do
because
believe so as well.
you're doing more than car challenge. It's challenging, but I feel like it's super rewarding. Hover challenge just hurts my hand at this point. And I am someone who enjoys. Oh wow, this is gonna be a good time from Tarzan.
I do believe so. I got it for a 57, and I think they got it barely a sub.
59.
Yeah, 59. There it is. And I
Yeah.
think that Ben though had like a slower start there, so it's going to be a little bit harder for him to have a good time. But let's see what he has. Really good adaptation there because he was going really fast for that specific corner there, and there were going to be good chances of him hitting a tree, but he adjusted very well.
Yeah, so he's also gonna end up with like a 57.
Yeah, late 57.
I had a bad bonk lap too.
Ooh,
Just
as you can see,
mistiming the barrel rolls.
Indeed. So when you bonk somewhere with plane, it's kind of rough because you're losing approximately like 3 to 4 seconds every time you do so, or even maybe more depending on how hard your bonk was, right? So
Yeah.
kind of.
Let's see if I can dodge bonking on the at the end here. This spot has I tend to bonk here on the third laps in like most of my runs. And nope, couldn't dodge it. It was gonna be like fine, and then I lost like a couple seconds.
But you know what happened there is like the way you turn around when you drift hard in the air and then do a barrel roll, you barely move at all.
You're right.
And that's exactly what happened there.
Yes, I should. There's definitely a better way to do that for sure. All right, so let's see.
Yep.
Yeah.
Woo! 21 first lap.
21 first lap. FC, very nice. Got a 30. Looks like a 37 or a high 36 for Ben, and on Ancient Lake. And now, see, first lap for Tarzan is a 24. So a slightly rough lap. We got a 1983 for MorKs on lap 2.
Yeah, I've hugged the wall a little bit more there, but that's fine. You know, it's part of the Fossil Canyon. You know, it's the whole game of Fossil Canyon is just trying to avoid getting messed up.
Yeah, for sure.
Like that.
Yeah, definitely like that. And then you got a 102 is pretty nice. I mean, like,
especially considering like to avoid all the mess ups and everything. You know, 102 is something I'm definitely going to consider as on par.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, on to JF for you and everyone else making their way through Fossil Canyon. I'm at the start of Fossil Canyon.
Ooh.
So 109. So a rough 109 for Tarzan.
Yeah, that was pretty rough. Almost a 110 too. 110, and it would have been, you know, like Tarzan goes in the corner because he's punished. No 110 in my yard. Go to your room.
So 22. So I think we all had I think Tarzan had the rough first lap. Kind of didn't help the rest of his FC there.
Ooh, that was pretty rough from Tarzan there. So there's a corner there on Jungle Falls that if you land on it in a specific way, it's going to completely throw your momentum away, which is kind of rough.
Yes. So let's see. Good times for everyone else. I was really sad here. I had a 22, an 18, my first ever 18 lap.
Really?
And then I missed the third lap for Still got a 102, which was actually another like ILPB because I don't grind ILs generally, which contributes a lot to like why my times they've improved from like a while ago, but they still kind of tend to get pretty stagnant fast because of the lack of practice. But hey, still that's a really good time. Like PBing 2 tracks in a run is really
Tap.
So we've got Dark Moon. Oh no, MorKs messed up the Darkwater Beach Strat.
Yep. Completely messed it up, I think. No, I didn't. Wait. I think I adapted it. Let me see. Yep. Okay. So I got the wrong RNG where the wrong CPU shot the other one, but I have a backup right there, as you can see. So
Yeah.
I shot that guy a couple of times, and I can get that one right here.
Yeah.
Get another one. Gonna shoot him right here, and then the last one, it should be good to go. There it is.
For sure.
So I didn't lose that much time because of that.
Yeah. So Ben just does. So it looks like Tarzan just does the camping strat. I think Ben does as well. Ben also, like me, when you'll see when I go to do it after I get my dragon car. I also go to do something similar, which is I start with like the initial start of the fast strat of the fast Darkwater Beach strat, but I will proceed to camp from there. So I'll get 2 hits. I'll get 2 early hits, and then try to just be as fast as I can with my move.
So for people that tune in right now and are wondering why we're doing this mini game while we were actually, in Dino Domain Trophy, it's a bit awkward how it works because you're doing a trick called trophy storage, and so right now, I mean for me I've completed the trophy, but for Feesh right now what he's doing is that the game still considers him to be in trophy mode.
Yes.
And right now he's taking the opportunity to complete that mini game, but once he'll go back into it and lose, just like we can see with Tarzan's footage right now,
yes,
the game will award the person 4th place in the mini game. But since the game considered us to be in the trophy mode, it is going to award us the 4th place in the trophy mode and going to end the trophy right there. And still, since we had multiple points already, getting the 4th place still gives us the 1st place for the trophy, and it's going to give us the trophy from that world that we're in right now. So a very practical trick that allows us to save a bunch of time in this game.
Yeah, so the reason that we don't complete the trophy when we do this is because pieces of the TT amulet are considered higher priority than completing the trophy.
Indeed.
So this is why we have to go back in and lose the mini game to get our trophy race. And we do that in this world, and then in Snowflake Mountain we use the mini games. But then you'll see later on that we use tracks for Dragon Forest for Future Funland. All right, so MorKs is the only one in Pirate Lagoon currently. In the races, I am currently losing Darkwater Beach, but everyone else is in Treasure Cave's coin.
And it seems that Ben is kind of picking up the pace right there in order to get back to Tarzan. He's not that far away, maybe about a 10 seconds difference.
Yeah.
But MorKs is kind of pretty much in the lead right now with at least a 40 seconds lead with that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This really good racing and the mini game really helped with your time.
Yep.
So yeah, I
think I'm about to get the sub 1 minute here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's such a good. Oh, it was 58. Unfortunately, misses the cut. Unfortunately, misses the skip, so it feels bad. But because I think getting the sub 1 is so. Oh wow, the fact that Tarzan had the double balloon there in lap 2 helped him to. He missed thing and he was still able to do pretty well there. All right,
indeed.
So there we go.
18:13 on the second lap. Amazing time for Tarzan.
Definitely, 18's such a good lap. In the balloons. I do the coins I think a little bit differently than everyone else. Oh, I took a swim on a treasure caves there. Sometimes you take a swim there when you go for it. Miss the skip. Yep. Yeah. Unfortunately missing the skip. Ben gets his Tarzan. I didn't see. I'm gonna guess he got it based on the fact that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah.
Yeah. Since him and Ben are like right neck and neck, I'm pretty sure that he also got it.
Absolutely.
For sure. So now we're seeing the separation between some of the players. You got myself, who's in Pirate Lagoon, and then the other 3 are all in CI. I don't think I'm gonna be in CI with any of the just kind of based off the race times, where it takes me a little over a minute to do PL. So you'll kind of see that difference between everybody. Right.
The thing
Here
that I'm done with...
Yeah, no, you're good.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
I was just going to say that it seems that I'm done with CI right now. I'm starting well base. So we have the first instance where everyone is in 3 different stages at the moment.
Yes.
And we might hit a point where everyone is going to be at different stages. Depending on everyone's luck, too, it might depend, you know, on the wrong warp RNG, because that's
For
something else that
sure.
can happen there. Yeah.
Yeah, so
everyone,
something...
everyone that did the... Yeah.
Yeah,
So
wrong warp
everyone
RNG
that
is
did the
pretty
wrong... Exactly. So everyone that did the wrong warp after Hot Top Volcano to get to a different place, I do believe that we got all Dragon Car for first spawn, which is what mostly happens when you do it, right? It's about an 80% chance when you do so. So
For sure.
but there are other outcomes that you can get. There's Overworld, which is about 10%, and there's also Dragon Forest, but in the plane. And if that happens to you, you can actually just go straight to Smokey, the boss from Dragon Forest, and complete it earlier on. And that actually gives you advantage for the rest of the run, because if you haven't completed Dragon Forest before, then you're able to do the Dragon Forest tracks, and as soon as you finish them with the cutscene skip, you're able to restart them as soon as possible, and each time you do so, you save a couple of seconds. So it's very neat to have this going on in your run.
So when you get Dragon Forest in a plane, you have a lot. You're getting a lot of time doing that, and you kind of have to it makes the cutscene skip so important if you get that, because you gain like I've heard it's like over 40 seconds potentially is what I've been told. I don't know all the numbers perfectly, but you get a lot of leeway of time that you can save. But for every cutscene skip you miss, it gets a lot more. It gets less and less every time. Especially if you miss the first cutscene skip, because then you're it's almost like FFL. You're losing a ton of.
That's the thing with Hundo speedruns, is that depending on what wrong warp you get, depending on the just the way that you play the game, it's going to be a little bit different every run, right? Because you're gonna have to adapt the rest of your run depending on what wrong warp you got and everything. So it's quite it makes it for a fun challenge for sure.
Yeah, and that's where having the time put in to know what to do with with all the wrong warps you get. Like once you know how to do it, it's not that bad at all. For sure.
But at first, you kind of gotta need a cheat sheet, just like I had when I first started.
And yeah, definitely. And the good thing is that I believe Trident, somebody made a cheat sheet for us for it. So like there are really good resources for 100% for routing. For wrong warp routing, I will say. All right, so MorKs using the technology, going for the plane challenge, saving that time. Free time save, going to do plane challenge.
I do believe it's Olympus that discovered this one, right?
Yes, Olympus discovered that it's generally that it'd be faster, and every runner essentially does it. It's
exactly
like a runner. Most runners should be doing it. It's very easy.
Yeah.
It's essentially a free time save for this one, and it's only for 2. You use it during 2 specific ones to save time, which is the second trophy, which would generally be going for Snowflake Mountain. Sometimes it's for Sherbet, depending on if you get call it Overworld first.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
A lot of people are still using the old plane strat, as we've previously seen with Tarzan, as Ben is doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We will see if I do.
Maybe
I do it.
The suspense.
The suspense. Yeah, I am currently still in Bubbler, but
it's fine. We're getting there. No worries.
Oh no, I am. Yeah. This is it's a long run. But I will like, you know, a lot of it does come down to the fact that like I might be behind, but I might be behind all these players, but I am ahead of PB. Like right now, I think for most of this run, I was either even or ahead for like most of it. So I was very happy with this to go 58 in Bubbler 2. Very nice time. 1911 lap for MorKs. Very, very nice. It's a little bit more like the trophy race CPUs are very different, or much different spots, obviously, than in the balloon races regularly. And we do. I mean, it's very consistent. The CPUs are always in the same spot. Oh, don't want to be Pipsy.
Yep.
She is good handling, or like pretty decent handling. Actually, quite loose handling.
She's the best handling in the game.
Yeah, but also very slow.
Yeah, her acceleration and top speed is absolutely dismal.
And I did it. I did the strat.
Yeah. Oh, let's go.
Yeah. It's for this one, and then obviously, and then the last one is Whisper. For Whisper,
yeah,
you do it.
It doesn't save as much time as you would think, maybe like a second or something, but it's still, you know, like it's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, I think Trident told me that it's like 2 seconds or more for the first one.
Oh, really?
Or it's either for that. It's either 2 seconds for this one or 2 seconds for Whisper. It's a lot more time than you think. It's a little bit more than you think. I don't know the hard numbers though, because I'm sure that Trident has tested it. But yeah, I think he and I did commentary a couple of weeks ago, and he talked a lot about some of the time saving stuff aspects. So I think that would be a good one to go watch. I forget what race it was, but it was like one of the later weeks. It was like it was somewhere between 10 and it's like between 9 and 11, somewhere.
Understood.
Oh, okay, 0.5
there
to 1
is.
second for second trophy. Oh, thank you, Trident.
Thank you.
And I think it was something similar to that or even a little more for Wizpig. 1.5 to 2 for Wizpig. There it is. Look at that.
Thank you, Tarzan.
Thank you. Yeah.
How were the runs today, by the way? I've noticed that you've done some attempts. Well, was it today or yesterday? I don't remember.
Okay, MorKs is now currently doing the fast icicle pyramid strat. While looks like Tarzan's getting his warp, and Ben is going to get his warp here shortly.
So the trick for this icicle pyramid is that you do a specific route that when you go up, you're able to simply shoot everyone back and forth because the computers are always going to react a certain way.
Yes.
I mean, I would say most of the time, right? Because you kind of have to go fast in order to make sure that they are doing the right strat. But once they do so, you're able to shoot them like back and forth without even stopping. So it's very fast.
So that was Dragon Car for Tarzan. Dragon Car for Ben. I'm not sure about Tarzan. Oh man, no, Tarzan messed up, and so he's gonna lose the minigame now because that's the best thing to do here when you mess up that early is to just lose.
I do remember that we did race together when we did submit our no reset run, so
Gotcha.
I remember he told me that, and I thought it was so smart.
Yes.
That he went for it, because I would have probably, tried to finish it personally.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if it's like within the first few seconds, I tend to try and just do that and just lose.
Yep.
Once it gets to a certain point, it's probably better to complete it.
Yep, indeed.
But
when you lose, and like if you lose afterwards and you mess it up multiple times.
Ben had a rough one here too. He's kind of doing little camping.
But he decided
on the bottom.
he decided to still go for it, but it's not going so great. He's waiting for the guy to come by, and then he's going to simply shoot it back and forth like that, which is going to work. But he's there it is.
Yeah.
All right. A bit of time to that though, and we have
a good strat, a good fast IP from Tarzan. Now I got overworld warp here for the second warp.
Ooh, let's go. Yeah. So it's 10% chance of happening, but you save a bunch of time from that, like about 10 to 11 seconds.
Yeah, for sure. And now everyone's you know, I'm gonna be an IP with the other players, but I'm gonna be doing my strat here.
Yep.
While the other players.
Let's see if it works.
Yeah, I believe I got a pretty nice IP.
I mean, everything looks crisp right now from what I see from your strat, so should be looking good. There it is. So shooting Diddy Kong, and then afterwards there's going to be Banjo right behind it in a couple of seconds. There it is. 1, 2, 3, and oh, almost missed one. Ah! Oh no! Don't miss it.
No, I knew exactly what to do here.
Oh really?
Gotta grab that. Yeah, because he'll show up down here every time. Every time they show up down here.
I mean,
yeah. I've learned all the backup strat. I've learned like all these sort of weird backup strats from people like over time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know, Barrett had a little issue, but managed to finish it off. And you are soaring very fast. Right now. Being almost completely through IP while the rest of us are on. While the rest of Ben and Tarzan are probably gonna be very close in time here. They always tend to be very close to each other. I don't know in total, I'm sure. I don't know exactly what the times are, but we will see all of our timers. For sure. Oh, very nice. Try the skip. Let's see if Tarzan can get his one here. He does. He does get it.
And Frosty Village is like a hard one to pause buffer as well because there's so much lag going on that the pause buffer timing is a little bit off, and he still was able to manage it. So
yes, you have to do your taps a little slower when you're gonna try and buffer that. All right, now I'm on Frosty Village as well. For sure. Oh, so awkward. Yeah, awkward start for me for Frosty Village. Usually you want to get at least one of the coin. You want to get both of those coins on the left side generally on lap 1.
Yep.
But I was unable to do that because I got thrown weirdly off the edge. But let's see. Everfrost Peak for MorKs is going to be into lap 3. Everyone else on Snowball. Tarzan's finishing up his time.
He's getting a nice coin, but where's the other coin? He forgot one. He forgot a coin. Oh no.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, so he's gonna take a decent chunk of time loss comparatively.
Yeah. It's with the cutscene skip miss. It's like everything combined is like a 30 seconds loss from what you normally is able to.
Yes.
That's a bit rough.
It's very rough. Ben is going to finish up with a nice time himself. Looks like he'll be getting a sub 50-49 with the coin with the skip.
Very slick.
All right.
I'm going for the haba jump for no reason there. I'm not sure why I'm going for that.
Yeah.
It's generally just for the funsies that I'm doing it, especially in those kind of runs, you know.
For sure. So yeah, both players on EP here, for Ben and Tarzan. MorKs in Walrus Cove, myself in Snowball Valley.
I think that you wanted to get both coins there in Snowball Valley, but not decided to go against it, but like you missed both. If I remember.
Yeah, the terrain's really weird. That's really what it is. And then lap two, I just decided to do, which is probably not a great idea because I think I had to go back here.
No, I don't think so, because like if you do that, there's no CPUs in the way, so you're like more able to get a better speed. And now that everyone is there, right, you can actually just do that.
So I missed that coin and had to go, but I knew immediately that I missed the coin, so I just went back.
Indeed.
So it wasn't that much time loss. I thought I had gotten the coin. I thought I had gotten the coin, and I just didn't. And I was like, "Oh, really? Okay, thanks, game." And then I missed a skip on top of it. So it was just a moment. I just had to put it out of my brain, get onto Everfrost. Because if you let things like that like simmer, you will have a miserable time.
Indeed.
For the rest of the run. But yeah. So you're currently doing Bluey 2, and the others are in Walrus Cove.
Absolutely correct.
Yes. So let's see. Goes. I was very happy. I was very happy and fortunate to get the coin.
Why? You generally miss it?
No, I thought I missed it. And I thought I had missed it in the run, and then I looked and I had actually gotten it. Because that's one of the coins that you don't really want to have to go back. You know,
Indeed.
you don't want to have to grab it on another lap. If it's like the coin that's over the bridge, this like the coin that's like on over one of the bridge parts, like yeah, it's not too bad to go back.
So far, there's actually Tarzan and Ben. They're actually very close to each other. But
Oh, no.
as I say that, I'm jinxing it in the future.
Tarzan, you don't need to go this way. Tarzan, you don't have to go that way. You can grab it on lap 3, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh no, he lost so much time. Ben, he
Took a
was ahead of
swim.
Ben. He was ahead of Ben for so long during
I
that,
know.
and then he had issues with the tree, and it just seemed like he thought he could get through it, and unfortunately, he just could not.
That's kind of rough there.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of rough, this is I think a 130 IP I get here, 129 with a skip. Not what you want at all on Everfrost Peak for coins.
Indeed.
Oh no, he did what I did.
No,
no.
No!
Rip.
Damn it.
Oh, Tarzan, no. Okay.
No.
Very rough. No. So I actually I was in Walrus Cove the same time as Tarzan.
Oh boy.
But Ben is
that-
Ben is now quite is now like a full bluey cuts ahead.
Yeah. Quite rough for a boy there.
Yeah, pretty rough.
But it's one of those cutscene skips, I feel, where that kind of thing can happen to like anyone, anytime.
Yeah, for
Just-
sure.
It really depends on how you handle the drift there, and if you drift a
Yeah.
little bit too much, you just land in that pole there.
Definitely. Let's see if alright, so Tarzan does the lag reducing strat. He goes to the right there.
It just never works for me though, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
so.
I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't have a good sense for the lag of it. Okay, there's coins. Nice 27.
27, 26, dude, on second lap of
Yeah,
Walrus Cove.
yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
clean.
Yeah, it was this was a clean one here, and I did remember I had to grab the coins here. So this
Yeah.
was like one of my cleanest Walrus Cove coin sections, and I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, I even got the coin here. Am I gonna like? I was like, oh man, I think I might actually get the sub
130, right?
130
Well-
coins, and I did, but I missed the cutscene skip. It was great
Yeah.
though. Like
So it
that's
doesn't matter.
like honestly, that's pretty much what I get generally. Otherwise, is like a 120, is like a 132 or like something like
Yeah.
that. Like, it's not usually that clean, but I was racing quite well in Walrus Cove today.
Yep.
But we have Tarzan turning off music to start his Dino Trophy. I believe I also turn off. I mean, oh, okay. I know I turn off music for Dino Trophy and Dragon. I know that. I believe you don't, and I believe Ben doesn't.
Nope. I decide to only use music on for Hundo in general.
Gotcha.
That's just the way that I like to play.
Yeah.
Even though it's a bit faster to actually remove the audio for Dino Trophy, Dragon Trophy, and Dragon Force, but
For sure.
I just love the idea of keeping the music on for the entirety of the run. You know,
Yeah.
that's kind of my thing.
Yeah. Also, it helps. Like I know you've mentioned it a lot, but like comfortability with cutscene skips with the music is like something that cannot be replaced. Especially because Dragon is, you don't lag that bad. Like you can make up for it still pretty well.
I think the moment where you save the most time when removing music is going for the Dino Dumbing Trophy, you know.
Yeah.
Like especially when you're doing it twice in that kind of situation, it's kind of worth it if you're kind of used to the trophy,
Gotcha.
like the cutscene skip timings afterwards, you know.
Yeah, and that's why I opt to turn the music off, like you said. It's because I've gotten familiar with the cutscene skip timings with no in Dragon Force with no music.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The levels play different a little bit as well, I feel.
Yeah, for sure. One thing that amazes me, and we're gonna see it here again when we get to Hot Top for Tarzan, he doesn't use indicators in Hot Top. I don't think he uses them at all in the runs.
Really?
I don't. I've watched him do Hot Top, and I'm like, this guy's so good. Like if he turned his indicators on for Hot Top alone, he could save so much time because he could take some of them a lot shorter. Like I think the one specifically closest to the finish line, like
Yep.
I mentioned it. I've mentioned it before on commentary. Last time I did it, I was like, man, he's so good. Like,
But I mean-
he doesn't. But he doesn't keep. I know like it's a big time trials thing that you don't need that you don't use indicators, like because it can lag you sometimes. Like there is some lag
Yep.
involved with it. But I think like I feel like I absolutely need them for the out of bounds, especially in Hot Top. My Hot Top senses are terrible. In totality, I know that some people like just are good at it in general and they understand it.
I mean, it's one thing that they never expected, right? The indicator to generate lag, right?
Yeah.
So I think
I only feel
That's-
it in hover.
that's probably what I'm gonna do from now on, because for now, especially with all my out of bounds, the only thing that I look at is my minimap.
Yeah.
So I'm probably
Gotcha.
just going to remove the indicators when going out of bounds from now on. It's just
So
going
I
to look
use
better
the,
for
so
me.
I use the indicators for the section where Ben was.
Yep.
And not here. I tend to like just kind of use the minimap, but for here I tend to use the indicators to get my turnaround.
Yep.
And it's helped
I can
and it
feel it.
started like helping me a lot to use the indicator specifically just. But
I mean,
yeah.
personally, it's not that
all
I
preference,
use the indicators at
really.
the end there. It's just more
Yeah.
about the fact that I do specific barrel rolls to make sure that when I turn around, I
Gotcha.
I get the most speed as possible to continue
Yeah.
my thing. Oh, I just noticed that I avoided that oil like that was.
Yeah, I got a
gameplay.
I got a weird angle for canyonless, and I hit the side of the hill and got thrown.
Oh, you did.
I got thrown into the wall essentially on the side. I got kind of thrown to the side. Ugh.
Understood.
And then it was so brutal.
Oh
Man.
no.
It was so
I'm
brutal.
I'm about to surpass you on the
Next
the
trophy,
dragon
you
trophy.
are, yeah. Not completely,
Let's
because I
see.
do finish. 115 was like, I was like, all right, whatever. You know what? You know what? I should have dodged the mines. I didn't dodge the mines. I deserved a little bit of time lost there for that. But everything else, I was like, oh man, this is just a rough fossil canyon.
For sure.
Like, yeah. But yeah, onto Jungle Falls for me, and this was a much nicer start.
I'm
let's
creeping
see.
up, dude.
Oh no, you're gonna pass me for sure. I bonked. Yeah. This was my
there
Jungle
it
Falls.
is.
My Jungle Falls were not so great in this trophy. I don't know how it goes in the next trophy. It's still possible to get this. It was like very much like still somehow like decent. Yes. Extending boosts or making CS skips easier.
What?
Oh, interesting. Like, turning them on, adding lag, That's something like... So, that is actually something I've noticed that Tarzan was doing for some of his stuff here. I think he was either like changing the mini-maps or something. Oh, yeah. Ugh. Hot Top, please.
I wonder if you're able to do that for like every courses in the game, Oh my
Yeah.
god, Tarzan, that was so good.
We'll just...
I'm kind of wondering there.
I don't know.
Well, I guess I'll have to experiment it at some point.
Yeah. I think here I ended up taking... I think here I just went out of bounds, like, over here. Because I'd already gotten a lot of banana. Yeah. I missed out of bounds on second line because I was too close to the wall. And so I bonked on the wall, on, like, the extension of the wall going out of bounds.
Oh, definitely. If you have like 6 bananas already, you definitely want to go out of bounds as soon as possible.
Yeah, for sure.
It's especially at that point. So that was a good move from you.
Yes.
So I'm bonking everywhere there. What the heck?
Yeah, that's...
Haunted Woods, dude.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
for sure. So,
Oh.
I'm going to be going to do my second trophy. Going for my dragon trophy after this, and Ben and Tarzan are going to be going towards their Dragon Trophy now. Himself. So Ben will be going into his warp here soon, and Tarzan will be... Oh, rough start right away on Jungle Falls. Jungle Falls is one of those tracks, and I've talked to Sweener about this, where like you get like a bad start on Jungle Falls, and it can just feel so terrible. Tarzan has definitely kind of put that aside. He did miss the missing the balloon, but not too bad. Like honestly, this is still an excellent lap. Okay, minus bonking at the end there. That was still a good lap. Yeah.
I'm wondering if I got in on the first try. Okay, I did. All right. I was wondering. So Windmill Plains is kind of a hard track to pull off there,
Yes,
especially for every player that's going on right now. Missing the trick that I just gotten costs you about maybe 20 to 25 seconds, so it's quite crazy how it can go there. Thank you, Trident, for the link. I'll watch that after the run. As we can see, there's a Ben that's starting Haunted Woods, and I think that... Oh, unfortunately, Tarzan missed the wrong warp section here. She's going to have to go back to get it. It's about a 10 seconds loss, unfortunately. And he gets Dragon Plane! Let's go!
Oh, he got the optimal Dragon Plane.
Yep, he did.
Oh, he was a little farther out.
Where is he going? Whoa, whoa! What is he doing?
Oh no, he went into...
He went into Woods!
No! No, Tarzan! No!
Yo! Wow!
I guess he thought he was in any percent. I guess. I don't know. Oh, it's
Well,
so
maybe,
unfortunate. He had... That's a Dragon Plane at the right optimal moment, and he's gonna have to do... Now he's not gonna have the Dragon Plane... whatchamacallit. Like, I mean, technically it is still a dragon. Technically, it's still an optimal Dragon Plane, but unfortunately, it doesn't count like a normal Dragon Plane would. Also, I did the same exact thing that Tarzan did to start my JF. I bonked right into that wall.
Unfortunate.
But we got Ben now in Windmill Plains. Windmill Plains I feel is so important in this run. Like, getting the out of bounds is so important. It's something
Let's
that
see if he gets it.
He doesn't. Oh, he was definitely too far right there.
Yeah.
I don't know his usual setup, but I'm gonna guess it doesn't look like it.
The usual setup, what he does is that he uses the fact of, like when you do a barrel roll and you go down afterwards, he used the going down to clip out, which is crazy to me because personally I just use the beginning of the barrel roll to clip up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it's it looked a bit scuffed there.
Yeah.
You do that, right?
I kind of
There it is.
Yeah, okay, that's what I do. That's what mine look like.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, when I clip out, it's just like it's a right barrel roll, just like that. It's not as clean as Trident's, who really has just the best timing.
Indeed. So Tarzan got out as well, but this one on the first try, so that's definitely going to help him get back to Ben's time for sure.
Yeah, closer to Ben for sure. Now Ben's going to go ahead and he's going to go back in bounds, and there we go. He got the skip. Nice. You love to see it.
Yep. It's a hard skip, I feel, Windmill Plains. It comes up so soon, I feel.
Yeah.
So when you succeed, it's kind of a pog champ.
Definitely. Really good moment when you get it. All right. Boulder Canyon for MorK. It's lap 3, and I believe you're going to go for the key.
Yes, I do.
Nice. Key. Are going to go for it now, and he gets it first try. No problems whatsoever.
Boulder Canyon they're generally clean, so...
Yeah, it's an annoying key grab, but once you get a good grip on it, it's
it's not too bad.
Taking your time to get up there. And then,
absolutely.
Yeah, it got the cutscene skip as well, so very nice. All right, so now I have my Dragon Trophy. Now I will be going to do Windmill. And man, I love watching players do this track. Greenwood Village car.
It looks so fun.
I always like some of all the car tracks. I just took a big old liking to this track. It's so much fun, at least for me. It's tricky, but it's rewarding. Ben gets a 111 with the skip. Pretty nice. I missed the out of bounds. That's a common theme for Windmill Plains for me right now.
It's a harder one too, you know.
I know. It's one of those things that I've done for so long, and it's just like I went out of practice with it, and so it's become kind of a bit of an issue. But you know, working on it for future runs, because I think I don't have it in. I didn't get it at all in my PB.
Okay.
Oh, that one I was too high. I think I was too high in the air.
Yeah, but you probably were.
Because I landed literally, my end of barrel landed right at the where you're supposed to. But yeah, here we have, you're going to Smoky, so we'll see how your Smoky clip goes. Others are in Boulder Canyon. Ben just got the key.
You got the key on the second lap too. I'm quite surprised that he goes for it on the second lap. Oh, that was such a good boost though.
Yeah.
Love it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what Tarzan was going on there. I think he just missed the zipper. Either that or you went for the time trial strat.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and there I don't remember if I got the smoky out of bounds on the first try. Let's see how I do. Looks good. Nope. I was facing a little bit too much to the right, but I got it on a second try. I feel.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah, it looks good now. There it is.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching that and I'm like, yeah, this is my fault. There is it's
yeah. A lot of
totally
times,
just the fact.
like a lot of times watching it back, and sometimes even in the moment, you can kind of get a feel for kind of like what happened.
Yeah.
Especially on Windmill Plains, like it can be a little bit more tricky. Like if one of them's like, I feel like I should have gotten it, and you can just look back and be like, okay, I see what happened.
No. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's like, oh, I thought I had it, and then you look back and you're like, yeah, no, not at all.
The thing with the out of bounds in this game is that there's no RNG. So like, there's not like, you know, the clip just didn't let me have it. It's definitely something that you did that caused it, which is kind of good to know. So that way, like, you can say like, okay, well, how can I get better at this? Like, for me, it's like I like when something is human error issue versus I just didn't get a good tricky because I didn't hit it at the right frame. You know?
Yep.
Yeah,
I understand.
I think that's how most people. I would say that's how a lot of people are. But I'm gonna finish up my Greenwood Village here, and others are in. So Tarzan missed Windmill Plains, missed the Honeywood skip. I missed Greenwood Village. Yep. So Tarzan will now go do
looking
Smoky.
really crisp. No.
Yeah, Ben does. I do my Honeywood's very similar to Ben. I kind of picked up his strat. This is everybody who submitted in the final week. We put all their runs in a 4-way window. Sweener so nicely organized this in this manner. It is very cool. So it is MorKs, Ben, and Tarzan from Division 1, and then myself in Division 2. So you can kind of see the bit of the vision between my run and their runs. And kind of like the differences in either in like race times or in strats, like, or in like just execution of certain like certain important strategies within the. So like I got like all the other guys got out of bounds, but I didn't get out of bounds on Windmill Plains, so you can see the difference in times. Like I'm very far behind throughout, but yeah. Looks like we're gonna have a nice smoky out of bounds from Ben. I think this was I think Ben only more recently picked up smoky out of bounds.
Yeah, the middle of the weeklies. So yeah. He went to me and he asked me like he said, I don't know exactly how to do that trick. You know, it's like it doesn't make sense. And then I told him a couple of stuff. Yeah. Like I told him, to hog the right side of the wall, to to watch out to make sure that you have enough speed and the angle. And once those 3 are aligned, then you just go for it, and it works great.
Yes.
And as soon as I said that, he went and practiced it for like maybe half an hour, and now his consistency is like off the roof.
Yes, and that is exactly what you need to do for consistency's sake. Tarzan's also having a pretty nice one here. It's gonna be
and he
54, 53.
And he had a really good exit too, so it definitely helped on that one.
Definitely. All right.
When I get a good Smokey, I tried to aim for 51, 52 though, but that 53 was looking really good, so I'm betting anyone won't complain about that.
Nope.
So right here you can see actually that my wheeling planes, I went out of bounds without having all the coins, which is actually more optimal doing this way. You'll see that I will exit back inbounds in a couple of seconds here, getting that coin right there.
Yes.
And so then everything looking good for the rest.
Yeah, for sure.
It's funny because I didn't even slow down. I'm kind of happy about that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, definitely. Okay, a little bit of a slowdown there, but still not too bad. But you did all that very fast. Oh no, dude, the ground clip. The ground clip on that. You couldn't. Yeah. Exactly. I know exactly what happened there because you couldn't quite tell where you were in conjunction with the. Oh, so many of us missed the Haunted Woods. I think maybe Ben was the only one who got it, or maybe it was Tarzan. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, definitely three of us did miss it.
Yeah, 3 of us missed it, and that's happens for sure. I don't think between all of us, I don't think we've missed that many.
No, I don't think so either. If I recall correctly, I got something like 32, and I do believe that you had the same number this week.
I did.
Yeah,
we will talk all about that when we get to the end of the race. When Sweener comes back in, he will go over the spreadsheet with us. I know
absolutely.
It's always a fun thing to go and kind of look at the stats and everything. All right, so here's my Smoky 1.
Let's see how it goes.
So you can see there, I was.
Yep. There was too much. There's 2 things I can say that went wrong there. So first thing is that you were way too low when you started going on your turnaround, and then when you got up, because you were so low, you got up so hard. And that completely threw your momentum, and then you tried to adjust at the last second, and you turned left way too much. Mm-hmm. And that killed your momentum. But second try is always very good. So
I'm pretty consistent. I was happy because I remember when the trick was found. I was like, all right, I gotta implement this because this is like I was like, all right, this trick is literally my ticket to sub 2 minutes. This trick was one of the things that really helped me get to sub 2 because I was already doing windmill planes out of bounds. And I was already doing all the out of bounds essentially because I've been doing ATR for so long.
Yep.
And it was just all right. This is the free time save I need to get me really good time. And yeah, it helped a lot. But all right, Boulder Canyon coins always an interesting one. Yes, you got that. Grab that.
Yep.
Yes.
So generally, top players don't go for that, but I like to do so because I can chain those buildings like that.
I agree. My movement there, my movement at that point is just it's pretty slow, unfortunately, and I like to grab the balloon there. So everyone's doing their coin races. Tarzan is finishing up windmill planes. I know he missed the out of bounds on lap 1. It looks like he also missed it on lap 2. So. Lap 3, he's just gonna do inbounds.
Yes, because if you don't succeed on the first 2 tries, it's faster to actually just stay inbounds for the rest.
For sure.
Especially considering that he might go for a different. Oh my God, he's going for the the loop for the fans.
Yeah, it looks like he's having a bit of a rough one here. He does dodge the corner. He gets stopped a little bit on that, whatever it's called. But he misses. Oh, that's gotta be so brutal. Missing the skip, that feels terrible. I know because I didn't get. I don't think I got out of bounds either. Oh, that was so brutal in my Smoky Castle. I was doing so well, and then I got sniped by Pipsy.
Yeah,
Alright,
and
yeah.
it goes to shambles real quick.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. That was only two. I had to just do a quick turnaround. Otherwise, good smoky castle for myself. Besides, minus the little getting shot part. So let's. Yeah, so we've got Ben on Ben on BC coins, Tarzan, first lap of Greenwood, and I'll be doing Windmill Plains, and you'll be completing Haunted Woods. So
Yep, I am.
Smoking 2 for you, and then soon you'll be off to our Future Funland. Oh, nice. Oh no.
Shit happens, you know.
Oh yeah, agreed. So it looks like
Gotta mess up somewhere.
So Ben also grabbing the balloon there. Unfortunately,
Oh my god, did you see that? Tarzan going for the zipper to get into that tunnel he's crazy, dude.
That's crazy. Yeah. I always just make sure I get in there. I always make sure I get inside the tunnel. It's like, even if I have to go pretty slow, I'm not, it's easier to go in.
Yep.
Kind of that way.
I do that as well. I slow down a bunch to make sure I get it. So. You did that
too far right.
Too early,
too far.
My guy.
Not enough height and too far to the right. And it just was my
Yep.
setup. Like my setups just were terrible in the run. I had done setups previously, like before. Oh yeah, and then this. Yeah. I probably could have just come back for it. I didn't want to come back for it. Essentially.
Yeah, I understand.
So I really, but then I ended up doing it anyways. Because like at that point I'm turning around for a second time, and that's just terrible. So I'd rather just take the loss of time and do all of this stuff. Try to get out of bounds here and then just go back in bounds earlier and grab it.
Understood.
Like obviously the plan is to always get out of bounds, but unfortunately I don't think I get out here. Yeah. I got closer.
So close, dude.
It was so close. Yeah, it was so close. I was like, okay, that one was definitely close.
Yeah, but it's rough, when the ledge kind of spits you out like that,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. All right.
So it seems that I'm done with Smokey 2, so I'll be able to face Wispig. Ben not too far behind as he's completing 100 Woods coins.
Creating lots of lag.
Yeah, of course, that's the Ben strat.
Yeah.
Just like we've seen from Ben on the last weekly, he can be such a crazy person and go for the Dark Moon Cavern.
Oh yeah. How he won yeah, that was crazy for sure. The fact that he did that and it saved his run, and he still finished ahead of Tarzan was crazy. Like,
I know.
It was super cool.
I mean, that's the only reason he finished before Tarzan.
Yes, was literally because
he was
because he was like, I'm gonna try this backup strat, this strat, and I'm gonna just kind of hope it works. Like he's and he didn't, and he went actually pretty far in for getting the out of bound. Is the thing. Oh, Tarzan went this interesting route where he actually went to the right at the beginning of lap 1. He grabbed that coin on the right side.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure why he goes for that. Maybe he thinks that, like getting all the zipper strats from the left is going to help him, but I mean, either that or his drift went the other way.
Yeah, something like that. But he definitely grabbed all the coins because of it.
For sure.
Like besides the ones that were at the beginning. Yeah, so I'm on currently now doing Greenwood Village. And you are in Wizpig 1?
Yes, I am.
Very good.
Let's see, I don't remember the time that I got for this one. I think it was something like a 113. We'll see. I started to do certain different stuff on Wizpig 1 in order to get a better time, but it's not always consistent.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that was pretty slow there.
Yeah, I could tell. And you got from the wrong way. 106 for Ben on Smokey 2. So I'm guessing that he might have missed his first. It's very hard.
I think he got in there first attempt. He probably just wrong way somewhere.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Or I didn't look, so I wouldn't know. But so let's see. Tarzan now doing his Smokey Well, I am in Boulder Canyon. So let's check. It looks like Tarzan got hit down by a fire, or he just got a slow.
Wow.
Oh, very nice. He got.
Let's go.
Right. Oh my gosh, that was scary. I thought he.
Yeah.
But yeah, because it.
No, because the thing is that you might actually just think that you're clipping inbounds, but the zip is actually bringing you back out of bounds.
Oh
so
yes, for sure.
It wasn't looking.
Yeah,
that
yeah.
bad,
It looked scary because I've never seen that, but I guessed that he was just gonna hit the slingshot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
Indeed.
It looked weird. It's just like one of those things that it's like something that looks scary, but it's absolutely.
One of the scariest one to look for is when you're having a mistake with when you're doing the mistake of taking the zip, but
Yeah.
from higher up.
Yeah.
Because sometimes what it does is that it triggers so much speed that you go completely out of bounds and you warp back to the finish line.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It killed a couple of my runs, that's for sure.
That
So
was nice.
now I
That
take it
was
safer.
nice. Landing
Yeah.
I landed right on the coin. In Boulder Canyon.
love
The
it.
coin is all the way on the left. They landed right on
Ooh,
top
you
of
see
it.
that? You went right under the
Yeah.
log there. That was
Yeah, I
slick.
channeled my inner wave race player and performed a dive under the log.
Amazing.
Which was awesome.
love
Which
it.
is funny because this week also had one of the one of the diving tracks during the Olympics for the week. Of course, there's 2
Nice.
weeks that have dives, so I could have said that for the last 2 weeks. All right, let's see how your Space Dust goes. Space Dust
I think
is
it was
such a
fine
fun.
until the lap 3, I think.
Oh no, so much fun to
fun.
watch Space Dust.
It looks fun for sure. It's fun to
Yeah.
do as well, but
Yeah.
until you hit something. That's
Mhm.
and it always happens.
Oh yeah. 27 lap.
Looking good so far, I guess.
Yes.
Looking actually really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 22 lap. It's very good.
Oh snap! Okay, I'm sure the bonk's somewhere there. I'm sure.
There it
There it
is.
is.
Oh, my heart, dude.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh,
it
it
looks so
hurt.
crisp. Apart from that,
It's so
it looks
good.
so
you're
crisp.
still gonna get a sub 110. Or sorry, sub 120.
Yeah, I mean, sub 120 is, like, I generally aim for, like, sub 115 at least,
Oh
but
yeah. Got the cutscene skip. Love to see
On the
it.
first pause, too, so I guess
Yeah.
it kind of helps.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, I remember that beginning. What the fuck? So, it didn't barrel roll at first, and then, like, it did, like, super late afterwards. I'm not
Gotcha.
exactly sure why it did that, but,
Yeah.
It's fine.
So, Moki 2 for me. I'm pretty sure I got this first try. I
Let's
only
see.
had issues on the first
Well,
one.
your oh
It was
my
super-
god,
it
what
was-
the heck was that?
It was super weird because I did a late. I think I boosted while I barrel rolled, which is generally not, which you generally actually shouldn't get. I actually was
And
like,
you shouldn't do that ever.
I was like, how did I get out? Like that's like I was like, that was just a terrible technique. Like you always boost before you barrel roll doing
Indeed.
Smokey out of bounds. So to get that was a kind of a nice little like help from the game, for sure. But yeah, this is gonna be a nice Smoky 2 for me. Should be somewhere in the mid 50s, 54 probably actually. No, 55, 54. Yeah. Super good. That's I've been getting better times like that since I've taken a much slimmer, tighter route. Okay, so
We'll take
you're
those.
here. You got to go over and grab the coin. Oh, yeah, I tend to do that too, a lot.
Yeah, it's
on-
fine. It's
on-
fine. I was a little bit too fast there. I feel sometimes I use the balloon a little bit earlier on, so that
Yeah.
when I arrive there, I'm not as fast.
Yeah,
so
for
I
sure.
generally am able to have more leeway to get the barrel roll, but
Yeah.
it happens.
All right, so everyone's going to FFL, and I'm going to go do my Whizpig. We have Ben already going into lap 3 of his Space Dust.
Did it really so?
So, unfortunately misses all of it. Doesn't bonk though. That's good for Ben. He didn't bonk. Didn't get shot down. Oh no! I was
jinxed it.
No, in the back of my mind, I was thinking, I was like, oh god, I hope bonk. Oh god, I hope there's no bonk. But fortunately, this is not live, because if this was live, I would not be commentating.
Just
but yeah,
commentate at the same
so
time.
Ben
you know?
gets it. Ben gets it. All right, nice. He took a. I guess he. I'm glad he didn't exit. He got it. I think that might. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens in my run. I know. I think in one of my runs, I got the skip and like I exited out by accident. Might have been this one. Might have been a different Hundo attempt. But you know, because FFL cutscene skips matter so much, more than the rest of it. Especially if you don't, unless you get the dragon. Unless you get the dragon plane warp, and then FFL, or then dragon plane also means quite a lot for your cutscene.
Absolutely.
Like more, they also mean more than a regular cutscene skip. Regular cutscene skips lose about 6 seconds whenever you miss one. When you have no restriction because you've done the boss race, or in FFL's case, there just is no first boss race. It is just it is only Wizbig 2. All right. Looks like Ben's having
Tarzan is looking good so far with his Spade the Sally. Let's see if he's able to pull out a good one.
All right, so Ben getting a nice grab of coin. He'll end up with a 1:25-ish time. Got 1:15 there. 1:15 for Wizpig, and
fortunate bonk for Tarzan.
Yeah, fortunate bonk for Tarzan, and we have Ben who's going into Dark Moon now. Oh no! Oh gosh. He got
meatballed.
Got it! Oh, he got meatballed and he survived. He survived to go to space. That's cool.
By the way, we have Ben right now doing Dark Moon Cavern, so maybe we will be able to see some out-of-bounds tricks just for the funsies.
Maybe, yeah, we'll see.
Let's see if he goes for it. That's generally where he goes for it right now. So.
He does not. I thought he went for it on lap. I thought he went for it on lap 3 last week.
He did. He did on lap 3 on coins because he forgot a coin.
Oh no,
so
but I thought he also
back.
did it. I thought he also tried it on the balloons race.
Oh, okay, maybe.
I think he might have tried it on the balloons race. I don't. It's weird to do it on the 3rd lap because of the cutscene skip.
Yep.
But I feel like you would want to do it on one of these first 2 laps, because you don't have to worry about. You can get the lap check.
Yep.
But I mean, maybe this time he just won't go for it in general. Let's see, Tarzan having a. I can't tell if this is. Can't really tell. It looks like he's having a bit of a rough. Oh no!
Oh, he's doing the boss skip.
I didn't know that's the first time I think I've ever seen that. I think that's the first time I've ever seen somebody going for a cutscene skip on like lap 2.
On lap 2.
Yeah,
wow, what the fuck?
I think he maybe he was looking at his time and he thought because he's gotten all the coins. So maybe he looked at his time on the clock and he thought, "Oh yeah, it's probably time to do the skip." And unfortunately it wasn't.
It was quite rough. Yeah, 134, right? So
yeah. For sure, but really that just hurts your. But fortunately, he didn't have that many. He only needed 1 buffer the second time, so it's as if he just got a really, really long.
It's almost like funny, though.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Tarzan for a couple of times has had some multiple buffer pauses. This one, unfortunately, wasn't for the finish line that he needed it to be. Oh, exactly. Backflip for the fans.
For the fans.
I do that. I've done that a couple of times on this track. Sometimes I try to change the height of my character and I just do it too sharply. But here we go. Lap 3 for me. It's going to finish it up. Let's hope that I get the cutscene here. See. I was really far away for this, and I got it.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Like those.
I like to see that. So all of us got the Space Dust Alley cutscene. I didn't see if we all got the Dark Moon cutscene or...
I think we did, yep.
Okay, cool.
Tarzan wanted to go for the for the out of bounds there. Just didn't work out. Let's see if Ben goes for it on the last lap.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he does.
Hope he doesn't.
Nope. He got all the coins this time, though. He didn't have to.
He didn't have to.
He got the skips, so he gets to go and do his. He gets to go and do his. Whatever it's called now. His trophy race.
Yep.
So this is when we go to opt to do FFL trophy, because otherwise you would have to go into the WizPick race. And then you have to go into the WizPig race, and then you have to leave the WizPig 2 race, and then go do the trophy. So it's just easier with trophy storage to do it kind of at the halfway mark when you've unlocked Spaceport Alpha, kind of at the most optimal moment, which is right after you do Dark Moon, because you're close to the door. And if you go and you do Spaceport Alpha, I'm pretty sure that you would have to do the coins for your storage, or just do Star City. But you don't really want to do Star City when Spaceport is as fast as it is. Alright, trophy races for Ben. Oh, he barely snuck by left in there. He'll get a 39.
Pretty slick.
Yeah.
So only Dragon Car spawns for MorKs, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Which is, the basics, right?
Yes.
It happens half the time. Like, getting all Dragon Car is like 1.5 chance. So right now we have Tarzan on the third lap of the coin challenge of Dark Moon Caverns. Looking good so far. He's only missing one coin. I'm trying to think where exactly it is. Oh, there it is. Speaking my words. So he's off to complete his track. And at the same time we have Feesh right here starting the second lap of the balloon race for Dark Moon Caverns. So once again, not too far behind.
No.
You're really not that far behind here.
I'm really not, yeah. I'm still in really good pace. For my time, I went into FFL, which is a gold split for me now. Racing against my gold in my PB, but I'm still in a really good position. For sure. Yep.
So there's really not that much time difference right now between all the runners. You'll see, it's like a couple of minutes per people,
sure.
but it's not too bad.
No, not at all. Yeah. Like I know, like I personally can just have a feeling based on what time I know I get. I have a good feeling of like that there's gonna be a decent chunk of time between me and the others. But right now it's looking like pretty okay. I think
Indeed.
I'm pretty sure my run is about 157 pace currently, which especially because I had a rough WizPig 2 in my PB, where I lost. I think I didn't get out of bounds on the first try, which lost the 157 for me.
Okay.
But yeah, so we'll see how this goes. I'm now in the Dark Moon coins.
Yep. And let's see what spawn Ben gets right now, because he's about to get his wrong warp. So, let's hopefully see if he gets the overall one.
Mm-hmm.
And no, he gets a Dragon Car. Bummer.
Rip. Unfortunate.
Yes.
But yeah. Missed that coin. That coin will be a theme for this Dark Moon coins. I got every coin. Right now I have every coin but this one going into lap 2.
If you miss that coin, it's quite scary, especially on the last lap. You gotta make sure you get it, You
gotta get it you gotta make sure you get the coin, because there's no way to go back unless you're Ben. There is the way to go back is to get out of bounds and then to void, or to somehow just drive back to the track without crossing the finish line.
Exactly.
If you
have to restart the whole run.
You gotta restart the whole race.
The whole race, yep, exactly.
Yes. miss it on too.
Ben going out of bounds right here, just dropping in the hole and using the balloon.
Yes.
Very much proficient right there.
Yeah, Ben has a really cool. Ben like does that strat for getting the out of bounds. Quite cool. Thing he does. Yep, little bit of spaghetti movement from me.
Nothing wrong with a little spaghetti.
No. I literally I tried to be so slow here. I tried to be so slow here. I tried and
you missed it.
I went for the drift and the drift did not happen based on the terrain, so I slowed down here. I did my absolute best. Try and get out of bounds. Did not get out of bounds. So you can see here, restart.
Yeah, you gotta restart.
I had to restart.
Indeed.
My heart dropped. My heart just sank so much when I did that because it was PB pace.
Indeed.
But hey, in these races, in these Hundo weeklies, things happen, and I just gonna keep moving. Essentially, is all you can do there, right? Like,
yeah, that's the thing, right? It's
yeah. You got to go back and you got to get the track done.
Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
It acts like a really nice motivator afterwards if you want to get that PB.
For sure, yeah.
That Feesh is. I mean, I'm not exactly sure if you're going to go for it, but like I really suggest you go for sub 2.
I mean, yeah. My goal is one. I think I can get a 1 if I can get the out of bounds on Windmill Plains both times. I should be able to get a 156 pretty easily from my current time. I have a 158.12 PB, so I should, in theory, be able to get a pretty good time. You can see I got the coin on lap 1 next time around. I was like, I just was like, of course.
It's not happening in the other ones.
I got the 2 loop coins, and I missed so many other coins in this later one. I missed like all the coins in this in these sections, like this coin which I got on last time I had all the lap coins on lap 1 besides that coin. In here I had 3 coins missing that were not the loop skip coins. In fact, I actually had to turn around here because I couldn't get up close to the wall at that point, probably because of my BTAC. But yeah, so we're gonna complete it. You are currently finishing up your coins for Star City. Ben is currently doing his SPA coins. Tarzan is currently doing his SPA balloon. Looks like he's going to get a very nice time here. Probably a 150.
I'm going to do my SPA coin to finish right now.
Oh, okay. The one cuts, which I remember now. I got every single cutscene skip in FFL. I went 8 of 8. So spoilers, I don't miss a cutscene skip in FFL the rest of the way, but I had that happen to me in Dark Moon. But hey, I did this. I remember I did this super early in the week. I did this on Wednesday, which is super early comparatively, because I wasn't gonna have time the rest of the week essentially to do my.
Oh yeah, I do remember at some point. I think I did 2 weeklies, one day after the other, because I had no time in the rest of the week, so I completely cleared them. One thing about the weeklies, guys, is that we said that you could submit a run and you have to submit 1 run per week, but we kind of understand that people's schedule can be quite
definitely
tiring right now. So we kind of allow that for people to submit runs back to back if they wanted to. We don't disallow it.
Yeah, I mean, you could do, I think there's no issue with doing because if it's due to scheduling, I feel like the fun of it, and I know that a lot of us, and this is as we kind of near the end of this, MorKs, myself, Tarzan, Ben, we did a lot of races together. I think that's what made it so much fun. Because I did a couple of weeklies on my own, and it was fun. I did this run on my own because no one was around, and I knew that I wanted everyone to have the last week to do together to do the runs together. Unfortunately, I was out of town, which is why I did my run early in the week and got it submitted by Thursday. Because Thursday night I had an obligation that I had to do, which meant that I wasn't going to have enough time So I did it on Wednesday, which is obviously a week ago from today. But yeah, this is awesome. We got MorKs now going towards the end of his race in WizPick 2. We have Star City coins for Ben. We have a Star City balloon for Tarzan. And I am currently in Fossil Canyon.
There it is. I missed it.
Oh, you missed a checkpoint.
Yeah, and it tells me I'm wrong way so late. But then again, it's my fault, right? Because I haven't noticed that my number was.
So I've wrong weight there so many times. Like
I'm losing like 40 seconds.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because like you have to just make sure you get around enough because the trigger's somewhere in there, but like it's kind of hard to find. So
I mean, it's hard to load up stuff too, you know. Like once you load it up, then it's fine, right? Like so.
So here,
but it's since I was a little bit taken back there, I had to go back, and I'm kind of not used to that kind of situation where I lose my run to this kind of thing. But you know, it's not too bad. I can simply continue the rest, and it should be good to go, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. So unfortunately, MorKs.
Yep.
Doesn't. I would guess he will not end up with the best time. Unfortunately for WizPick 2. WizPick 2 is our coin race, or was our balloon race of the week. But Star City Coins Ben finished up here. Ben got 118. So Star City Coins was our coins track of the race. Will be our penny pincher track.
Indeed.
Yeah, so Tarzan, since Spaceport Alpha, he must have missed our city skip to go here before getting the coins. So he also did the bench check. He got out of bounds by kind of sneaking his way into the little opening there and was able to get out of bounds.
Indeed.
Yeah.
And MorKs is finishing in first place with a 149.52 here.
149.52. Yep. So meanwhile, I am doing the trophy race. My trophy race for Spaceport Alpha.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going for 4 barrel rolls there. I was kind of scared.
Nope. Nice.
You're going so fast at that wall, dude. It's like you done the barrel rolls before, and you don't slow down. You just go for it. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if Ben gets the out of bounds on first try, and he does. Easy.
Nice. So Ben is going to get a very good time, actually. I think this is going to be one of Ben's better weekly Hundo time.
I do believe so. Ben had been very consistent with the runs that he's done on the weeks. Ranging from at the beginning, you know, he was ranging like in the 144 pace, but then after a while, he started going like for constant.
Wow, he had nothing loaded there, and he just got it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's see how Tarzan's Star City coins as well. So I was able to get. I had a really nice Spaceport Alpha, honestly. It's one of the tracks I have practiced a bunch, and I practiced and kind of just learned, like, kind of remembering essentially how to do it. It's very very rewarding when you can get good times here on Spaceport Alpha.
Absolutely. And now we got Ben finishing with a 151.40 for second place. I do believe that this is the best time that Ben had in the weeklies.
So this is going to be
a PB of 150, but yeah.
So this is going to be scuffed, yes, because I missed the balloon. So at this point, I just made sure I grabbed the balloon.
Then you go back for it, right?
Then I get out of bounds.
There it is.
Yes. Okay, yeah, my audio is going to be focused here. I do have the music playing. I know I do FFL with music because it helps me with the scenes. I know Dark Moon, it's got some lag, but I can be pretty consistent on Dark Moon. I'm surprised I actually got that thing there.
Yep.
I was very surprised I actually got the trigger because I thought I was going to miss it. All right. So now
we have Tarzan entering WizPig. So at the 152 pace, it seems that Tarzan is going to have a run that is a little bit over par on what he does. I would say subpar, I guess. What I mean by that is that, you know, he normally goes for like 152s or 153s, right? So having 154 is maybe not the best time that he could have gotten for this weekly, but, you know, it's still not too bad. And you're going once again for the out of bounds right here. Let's see if you get it.
Nope.
You don't.
Nope,
no, because you went up way too much.
I did, yes. I definitely went up too much. Yeah, I know. I definitely knew what happened there.
Yep.
I went up too close. Actually, that's what I did. I went up too close. But but I was like, all right, I'm okay with this because on spaceport, you're generally it's definitely obviously better to go out of bounds early. But I've noticed that like my times aren't like necessarily that amazing. Like I have a rough time like getting back in bounds and getting all the coins pretty cleanly. Like not, and so my times, I felt like I could get a better time actually. Like I felt like I was actually potentially just gonna get a better time missing, like just grabbing all the coins because now here I don't. Once I get out of bounds here, I don't have to go back in bounds for.
Exactly.
I think my time was still overall worse, by a little bit.
Yep.
But I don't know. It just felt kind of better because now obviously I just go straight to the end here.
Yep. You don't need to go back to the previous section because we already have every coin, so it's a.
So Tarzan's going to finish here with a very, very insane time. 107.
Let's
107,
go,
154, 35. All right, so we've just got Star City and Wizpig 2 for me. I'm still on, you know, I'm looking at it. I'm like, all right, I'm still sub 2 pace. So I was feeling happy. You know, I had to restart Dark Moon, and I'm still like 159 pace, which, you know, super promising in general for me.
Indeed.
Yeah. Just got to shore up. Just got to make sure you get all your coins and getting all your out of bounds is, and be able to go really far. That's like for everybody who does. No, Tarzan's game did not crash. Tarzan just shut off his console probably. Or
believe he did, yeah.
Or cut off his recording.
Yeah.
Tarzan completed his run at 154.35.
Speaking of cutting off recording, well, wait, we cannot do that, right? Because, oh wait, okay, I understand why we cut the recording because we want to keep the timer on the screen. Nice job, Swinner. Good stuff.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like, I think like. Tarzan, like I think it got as far as Tarzan's recording, because obviously you two still have your stuff going, like you two didn't. Like I also I also don't have all of this in my actual recording. Like
Understood.
I cut it off. Like I cut off the actual video. All right, here we go. Got my Star City coins going.
Let's go.
This is the coin penny pinchers. Unfortunately I'm the only person he reset his timer like 4 seconds. Oof. I think I let mine sit a little long. I'm pretty sure, and it doesn't matter at that point because I'm generally, at least I knew if we were gonna do this, that I'd be like I'd be like the person who is the last place. But hopefully soon I will get a time close to Division 1 time. But we'll see. Okay, first lap, pretty okay. Alright, 26. So we're looking at solid time here. I think I got somewhere on like low 123.
Which is still a very good time. I do
it's
believe
very
that
good, yeah.
the best of all of us was like a 118 from Ben there.
Yeah, missed that, but
Crazy, right?
so I think I got like a 120.
121?
Skip.
There it is.
121 with the skip.
Let's go.
And now it's now we're at Wizpig. Oh, I accidentally hit the wrong thing on my timer, but fortunately I got a gold, so I was able to cancel out. I was able to cancel out the ending of. I forget what I golded, but I golded something.
I'm quite surprised that he didn't get sub 2 right there. With the out of bounds strat, you're able to get it pretty easily there. No?
Yeah, no, I had some issues.
Oops.
It's fine. I
Bummer.
mean, this. It's been a recurring theme that I've had issues with this out of bounds. So I was like, all right, this is still sub 2. Like I messed a race up completely, and I was gonna like get a sub 2, and I could still get a sub 2 here. But I fail. I think I either failed to get out of bounds or got out of bounds and you clipped back. This one I'm too far to the. I was too close to the wall. Too close to the wall. Yeah.
And you lost a bit of speed too, so
I did.
didn't
Yeah.
help.
I didn't have enough speed. That you're supposed to have. I'm pretty, like, I definitely worked on with Pig 2. I've been working on it because it's, for some reason, it's a pain. But some bad habits rear its ugly head. Here I made
sure that wrong way right there. Yep, because you didn't go right enough.
That's so weird. I was like, oh my, I thought I did. Like I honestly thought I couldn't.
I think that what's really important there to notice is no, that's not the one that you missed. It's the other one, because when you go out of bounds, there's a checkpoint that you have to.
Oh, you're right. You're right. And so I said, forget it.
Yeah, because you have to look up. You have to look up at the your positioning at the top left of the screen, right? So when you'll notice right there, like I'll show exactly what I mean by that. When you'll clip out of bounds, you'll notice that your number will go back to second, and you have to bring it back to first. But never mind, you didn't need it because you went back into the checkbox. But if it goes back to second, that's the warning for you to make sure that you get that checkpoint before you continue.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I learned that the hard way.
So, yeah. Part of the reason why I didn't go back and do the checkpoint was because this was the track of the week. I'm not gonna lie. I was partially like, you know what? I can get a good one here. I'm frustrated enough. I'm just gonna reset and do another one. I know that's not supposed to be in the spirit of the week. In general, I know you're just supposed to, I could have definitely just gone back, gotten it. But part of me also knows that I'm terrible at finding checkpoints.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, if you want to restart just to make sure that you have like a proper rhythm going on, that's totally okay.
Yeah.
That's definitely what I recommend.
Definitely. Yeah, so here's going to be the end of my run. I stopped.
There it is.
I stopped a hair early. But it should have still been a 2 flat 47. So there we go.
Congratulations, dude.
Yeah.
You kept up with us for like a very long time too. That's quite amazing.
GG's.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And with that, this ends week 13. I don't know how it went as quickly as it did, but here we are. We're at the very end of the road, our last row here on the big spreadsheet. Let's get things started. Last time we'll be doing this until the next time we do this, I guess.
We're starting back in about a week, all right? Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Bro, I would.
So, following suit with a lot of the other weeks, MorKs will be taking home Film Critic with his famous number, 32 cutscene skips. I need to go and count how many runs you have gotten 32 cutscene skips on. Here's one.
Let me
right
count
here
that right now.
from week 1, MorKs with 32.
3, 4, 6 times out of 13.
Yeah, you have a very consistent count with cutscene skips. I just find that really interesting. And Ben is going to be taking Tricky Bastard 2 weeks in a row now. Actually, 3 weeks in a row. You guys tied in week 11, it looks like. 3 tries total. Good stuff. Tarzan is stealing the Pack Rat Award with a really nice Dragon Plane in slot number 3. You love to see it. Good stuff. Tarzan's he's taken home the trophy for Wiz 2 on the Balloon Chaser. And as you guys had commented, 107.76 on Wiz 2, which is a really solid time.
Yeah.
And then Ben actually also, this was commented on, got a 118.56, a pretty solid Star City Coins time.
Yeah.
And there it is, Division 1, 56 runs total over the course of 13 weeks.
Awesome.
My
So
God,
cool.
very, very cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
And with Feesh being the only Division 2 player this week,
I get
my
all the
friend,
award.
you get all the award. Every single one.
Okay, cannot get no trophies if you're the only one playing.
I do want to point out, Feesh had an exceptional week for cutscene skips,
Yep.
tying MorKs with 32. Really, really good stuff. 7 tries at Tricky. That's how Tricky goes sometimes. Not much you can do about it.
Yep.
A
DC Overworld, DC.
indeed. Really nice Overworld. Really always helpful to sneak those in. That's like almost a shoe-in for the win on Pack Rat.
Mhm.
You got yourself a 1:11.77, which is still a pretty solid time. Like,
Yeah.
despite the resets in Wiz 2, like I really wouldn't be too disappointed with that.
No.
And then a 121.66 in Star City coins, and that seals the deal. That is all of them in total. We have exactly 90 Hundo runs over the course of the entire summer.
Mm-hmm. Week 3 was so active.
Yeah, week 3 we had 11 runs total.
By the way, like Tarzan and MorKs are in D2.
Yep.
In week 3, and we still had 11 runs.
Yeah.
Like Nettie did a run. It was like you, Bandau, Nettie, Sweener. I think Trident. Yeah, Trident has a run there. Ben. Yeah, for sure. Everyone's got.
So crazy.
There's a lot of people. Dupe was. That must have been Tarzan, MorKs, me, Brandino, Dupe, and Allen's must have been D2 that week.
Yeah, super hype.
Yeah.
So that is it. This is almost the end of our first Hundo Weeklies or Weeklies formatted event, I suppose. There's a good chance we'll be doing more of these in the future, maybe for other categories, maybe for other events, maybe some that are kind of like shorter term. 13 weeks is a long ass time. But I know for my purposes, I'll be taking a break from kind of running the stream and stuff. So if anybody else has any cool ideas, I need to get my N64 set up, so maybe I can play in them.
Yeah.
For sure.
We will have one final Hundo Weekly stream. I'm hoping to do it this coming Sunday. That is, good Lord, what is that? The September 4th. That will be kind of the finale stream. It will be relatively short, but I want to have a look at the total conglomerated data set of all the stats. There will be counts for how many awards everybody managed to get. So we will have a Mario Party-esque reveal of the Division 1 and Division 2 winner.
Yeah.
And that should just be really fun to look at everyone's times and everyone's cutscene skip percentage. And some of it we will not be able to rank naturally. I think Trident, although I think he did 5 submissions, I think he still has the highest.
6.
He did 6, okay. I think Trident still has the highest cutscene skip percentage. Yeah, it's just like monstrous. It's insane. But that's only across 6 runs. If you compare that with someone like MorKs, naturally.
MorKs 81 over every week.
Still an insane, really, really good percentage. Like super solid. But since it's it's literally more than twice as many runs. It's not comparable, but we'll still look at all that. We'll still have a look at it. So it should be fun. That'll be hopefully this coming Sunday, and that'll be it for Hundo Weeklies. This has been, I don't know about you guys, I've just really enjoyed seeing everyone kind of discuss about when they want to play this week and kind of helping each other out and talking about strats, and it's just been a great time, and I hope you guys have enjoyed it as well.
Oh, I have.
Of course. I mean, I have, it's funny because I remember when you first started that, I was like, oh, damn, I remember I registered to that. So I was like, at first I was like, well, I got to do it now, right? But look at the journey that we all went through, and I think it was worth it.
I remember like the first when it started, I was like, oh gosh, like I wasn't sure if I was gonna even do it, and I did it the week 3. I think I was too busy in week 4 to do it, and then after that, it was just like every week I was like, "This is my highlight of the week is doing these weekly Hundo runs, man." Like, it was so much fun. Like I looked forward to it, and that was not. I did not expect that because I have not played before this. I had not been playing DKR like at all. I had been very away from the game, and just kind of focusing on other things that I was doing.
Right.
But
it might be
now I'm very motivated.
Interesting to do it with a shorter category as well. Naturally, kind of the point was that this category is so long, it's almost impossible to have a competitive event around it.
Yes, it really is. I think we did a Hundo tourney one time, but it just, I think it was, I don't know how long it went. It probably took very long to do.
Yep. Ponytail, that will be included. Somebody will be winning an award for most improved. Naturally, Feesh had mentioned that not everybody is eligible for that, but it's a kind of a cool award to hand out.
Yeah, MorKs. Like, come on,
MorKs fashion possible.
Like,
what is it, like
8
minutes, 9 minutes?
Keep the suspense still.
So between his worst and his best is over 11 minutes, or like his time within the thing, because he got a 2 minute 22, and his last one was a 1:49.
Yeah,
like it definitely just shows how much you practice and how much you improved, and that is what it comes down to. Like,
but I think in the long run, like you could have had like, let's say, like a really bad run, and then you did a good one, and like would it be considered like an improvement per se?
Yeah.
So I guess what we need to say here is that Swinner is going to do all the math behind it, making sure that we keep the suspense for as long as possible, so that when he streams on the 4th, you'll be able to witness everything for yourself.
Yeah.
Yes, crazy suspense. And of course, all these stats are publicly available. I think I still have to update from week. Or maybe I don't. It looks like there is some data in here already.
Yeah, I put it right before you started the stream.
You're a champion.
MorKs put this in while we were
legend.
waiting for stream to get put in, and it was like it was a nice little thing to chat about.
That's super sweet. That's super awesome.
There's definitely some players that I wish had done more runs, but
it's part of life, right? Like people get busy.
Get back in and out. Yeah, for sure. Like obviously Sweener's is because like Sweener tried to band out all pretty busy people in general. Sweener bought a house and moved in and everything.
And we're about to tell the address right now.
Yes.
So it's
and here's my credit card number and my social security card. Wait.
Amazing. You want to be Sweener? Like, who wouldn't? Call us at 1-555. Get
F.
Correct.
yeah.
Well,
anyway, it was a pretty fun time. Thanks, Sweener.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Thank you guys again for commentating. This is a lot of fun to do the 4-way thing. Before everything kind of gets signed off here. And yeah. Thanks, everybody. We're going to be rating Brandino. Looks like they're playing some 3DS games. So go ahead and share some DKR community love with Brandino, and hope everyone has a great night.
Okay, everyone. Have a good one.
Good night.